Hey guys, coming from Phandroid.com here with the Nexus 7 tablet, and over you can see we have a case. We're not here for the tablet, we're kind of here for the case. So this is a case review of the Blurex Ultra Slim Folio case. I believe it's also called the Blurex Magix Ultra Slim Folio case. It costs about $15 on Amazon as of the time of this writing. One of the better folio cases you're going to find for this device for the pricing, of course, for 15 bucks. Really nice case. You can see we have this kind of simulated synthetic leather on the outside of it. Kind of a little bit of padding underneath. I'm not sure what kind of material they're using for the padding underneath that, but you can kind of feel a little bit. It's kind of a, I guess, sturdy type of padding too. Like nothing really too soft as far as the cushion goes, but you can feel that there's a little bit of cushion under there separating the leather or the pleather from the I guess the protective hard shell that you can kind of feel. It's kind of a hard thing to bend. So that is the materials. I'm not sure exactly what type of synthetic leather. You know, there are many different types, but the main thing is that it doesn't look bad. It could pass for real leather if someone's not looking hard enough. The stitching job on this thing is good. If you guys can kind of see this, go ahead and focus. It just looks really nice, really high quality stitching job. Doesn't look like this thing will unravel at the after a week or so of use. Looks like it'll stand up over time. So that's just the build quality as far as the materials go. But we want to talk about just the other features that this case has. So you can see my Nexus is already inside of it, and let's go ahead and take it out just to show you guys how it's in there. So the case has these 6 kind of clasps here, and then on the bottom as well to hold it into place. These are kind of like hard clasps, so it's going to be really hard to take out if you try to take it out without doing it one by one. So I'm going to put it back in there and kind of like try to pull it out. You can't do it, so it gives me confidence that this is a really secure and sturdy case. It gives me confidence that it could withstand a minor fall or two. I'm not going to be able to test that, but it gives me confidence that this case can stand up to a few light falls. So hopefully you're not clumsy, and hopefully you take as good of care of devices as you can. So hopefully you don't have to worry about the possibility of finding out if it's not sturdy. So other features we have this clasp here on the side. I wanted to point this clasp out because I don't like the Velcro or the little snaps they use usually on these folio cases to keep the front cover in place, because first of all, the Velcro that can wear down quickly over time. So I definitely don't like that. And then with the snaps, or if you have like a little elastic strip to fold around the hook, I mean, those are fine, but it's just not as sturdy as this. Like this thing is on there. I don't feel like it's just gonna easily come off. And just if I'm walking down the street and then it just kind of flies off or something, I don't think it's ever going to do that. But I have had that happen with the other types of clasps. So I'm glad to have this little claw that kind of hooks onto the side of the Nexus 7. And it's really easy to take off and put back on. So it's nothing that's going to get in the way, but it's nothing that's going to be a burden, and it's not going to, I guess, it's going to stay, it's sturdy, because this is kind of like a hard type of, just like the clasp, kind of hard. You can't really bend it or anything, so it's going to stay on there for whatever you're doing. You're walking, you're running, or what have you. So I really like that about this case. What else do we have here? You can see on the inside we have these 2 elastic straps. This strap here is for it's a hand strap, so you can kind of put your hand beneath that, if I can go like that. So this just makes it comfortable to hold with the one hand. So some people can even do I guess one-handed operations with this, swiping up and down. Not quite as easy as it would be on the phone, of course, but the main thing about this strap is like it's going to be more comfortable for if you're in bed and say you're reading a book, and in the bed it's kind of hard to get leverage with the way you're holding the tablet. Kind of hard to get that comfortable grip on it. You always feel like you're going to drop it when you, I guess, kind of adjust your body or your hands. So your strap is there to help you maintain that leverage and maintain that grip, and that is a really nice addition. It's kind of like in there, it's really sleek, like, you know, they put a really nice employed a really nice design as far as that goes, and it seems like it's very sturdy too. It's not going to come it's not going to unravel over time. And then you also have this strap here. This strap is for securing the tablet, securing the cover when it's all the way back, so you kind of pull it above the display, and then kind of did a horrible job there. Doesn't really matter. And then the edges of the clasps are gonna be its guard, and you can kind of pull this all the way back behind the hook, and then that is an easy way and a very good looking way actually to hold that back cover in case. And that's really important. I don't know if many people realize how much of a burden it is to have a folio case that you don't have some sort of mechanism to keep this attached to the back, because otherwise, you know, if I were to use the hand strap without the this elastic strap, and accidentally kind of like, if I'm moving around and, you know, it's kind of like just dangling, and it's just not a good situation. So I'm really glad that that is there. You can also see on the side of this tablet it is a little loop for a stylus. If you have a stylus you want to use with the device, you can just store it in there to make sure you always have it with you. In my written review I said that more skinny styli, I guess you want to call them, are not going to be too secure in there, because it's kind of a big loop. It is an elastic loop for bigger styli, but for smaller ones it's going to be a little bit of a problem. Most people don't make them that skinny anymore, so for most people it's not going to be a problem. But like, say you have the stylus that's kind of as skinny as a Nintendo DS stylus, so those are very, very like skinny. So I have seen that's, you know, still available in stores. So if you have one of those, I wouldn't recommend putting them in this loop, because it's kind of big, and this is really made for those fatter styli that are becoming more and more popular these days. So but it's nice that it's there in case you ever need it, and it doesn't get in the way at all. So if you don't want to use it, then it's just there. What else do we have? We have cutouts for the ports, the different ports on the device, the micro USB and the 3.5mm headphone jack. So both of those are exposed, which means this is not going to be a full-on I guess weather case. You know, you're gonna have to watch it with the water and the dust and all that stuff can still get into these ports, as well as the speaker grill. They have just the hose kind of covering the speaker grill. And I haven't found that this design for the speaker grill hampers sound in any way. I can still hear the audio coming from the tablet just fine. You could probably hear a little bit better when the case is not on it, but it hasn't really been a problem for me, so no complaints there. And that is that for that little bit. One of the main things is going to be the ability to stand this thing up, and I'm going to show you guys how you can do that. You have to kind of take these two left side hooks off, and then that's why the back here has this little slit here. So when you take those off, you can fold that like that, and then that's what these grooves are for. So you can kind of take the tablet and prop it up like that. It's not going to be the most you know, it's a stand. It's not going to be anything special as far as you know, this has been done before, but it's convenient nonetheless. It's a very clever way how they've incorporated that into the design to still make it slim yet easy to transform into a stand. You can have 3 different levels. So this level is more for the, I'm sorry about the dirty screen, but this level is more for, I guess, sitting at the device with eye level, sitting in front of it with eye level. This is for kind of standing up. It'll be easier to see if you're standing up, and because I know when I stand up and it's at this level, it's kind of hard to see if you walk away. So this is for standing up, I would say. This is for sitting down and being eye level with it. And then they have the third one, you can just kind of let it rest in between that clasp, and that's for when it's really up close to you and you can see the screen, and that's for typing pretty much. I wouldn't guess that it's for anything else other than typing. So that is really easy to get used to, as far as if you need to take it out quick. Like, it's so easy to put back to how it's supposed to be, and then so easy to take out and transform into a stand on the fly. So very nice feature there. So one more feature I want to show you guys is the smart cover like feature. So you can have it automatically wake and sleep when you take it off. So it wakes up when you take it off. They said if you keep the back cover pressed against the back of this part of the case, this should never go to sleep. And I tried that. It doesn't work for me for some reason. But the actual waking and sleeping mechanism does work. You can see the screen kind of turned off there, turned on there, turned off there. So that's been very consistent. It uses the magnets that are inside the Nexus 7 to determine when the cover is removed. So they have a few different cases out there that do this now. So, you know, I don't want Apple suing anybody. Hopefully they don't sue Google for the design of the magnets or whatnot. but that functionality is there, so we're thankful for that. And yeah, I just kind of wish that the ability to make it stay awake no matter what while the back is fully pressed against the backside of the case was working for me. Unfortunately, it's not. So we'll have to check into that. But other than that, this is a very good case. Just wanted to give you guys a quick look at the device. And if you want to read our full review, which has a lot more information, goes more in depth with what you're getting here, be sure to check it out on Phandroid.com. Thanks.